Leaked. Amazon trains employees on how to tell warning signs of unionization. Okay, and so this is a leaked video.
In this section, you will learn about the warning signs most commonly associated with early union organizing, as well as other warning signs that could indicate associate disengagement, vulnerability to organizing, or early organizing activity. While employees have the right to organize, we have a right and responsibility to share our position that a direct working relationship is better for the customer, the company, and the associate. In order to be able to do that effectively, it is critical that we recognize the early warning signs of potential organizing and escalate concerns promptly.
Escalate?
If you see warning signs of potential organizing, notify your building HRM and GM site leader immediately. HRMs and GM site leaders should notify their assigned ER managers or ER principal immediately. The most obvious signs would include use of words associated with unions or union-led movements like living wage or steward, petitions or other concerted activity, such as an associate purporting to speak on behalf of his or her coworkers.
What if you have someone named Stewart? That could be confusing, right? That could be a false positive.
Yeah.
Don't waste your time if it's a Stewart.
Yeah,
Steward
Unions,
is suspicious, but Stewart the name?
Living wage or steward. Petitions or other concerted activity, such as an associate purporting to speak on behalf of his or her coworkers when raising concerns. Union graffiti, union t-shirts, hats, jackets, or other clothing, union flyers, and union visitors in or near the parking lot. Some signs are less obvious than finding the actual union flyer, but they can still indicate associate disengagement, which is itself a warning sign for potential organizing. These are signs that must be monitored very closely and should still be escalated to employee relations. Examples include associates who normally aren't connected to each other suddenly hanging out together.
People hanging out.
Associates who were close suddenly stop speaking to each other. Groups of associates scatter when approached by management. The grapevine, VOA board, or other feedback dries up. Increased associate negativity, anger, or confrontation. Unusual complaints or change in passion or detail around complaints.
This shit crazy.
Unusual interest in policies, benefits, employee lists, or other company information.
Why would you care about policies, benefits?
Or any other associate behavior that is out of character. For example, an associate who normally leaves promptly begins hanging out in the break room for an hour after work each day. In order to recognize warning signs, it is critical that you know what an associate's normal behavior looks like. Often, it is the change in behavior that is the warning sign, more than the actual behavior itself.
Wow. That, I'm so glad I saw that, because I feel like I can spy on people more effectively now. Wow.
Yeah.
That's like, you can't make that up.
Yeah.
What did you think when you saw that?
It just brought back flashbacks. I sat through these training videos. You know, they make you certified with these videos every couple of years there, you know, and I've done several when I sat there and I had to watch videos and then answer a bunch of questions, like a assessment test, to make sure that I'm in like compliance of their policies. And that's, you know, that being a part of the machine. I wouldn't have, you know, had I not gone through what I've gone through, I would have continued doing that, you know, and not realizing provide people up and not protecting myself. And once again, when everything happened, that's when I knew I had to part my ways with the company. I was like, this is not for me. This is not what I signed up for. You know, I didn't sign up for this.
And when you were watching the videos before, like before you had your aha moment, did you have like a feeling in your, like, did you have some sense like this is bad, this is weird? Or were you just like thinking that they took care of you or were doing the right thing? Like, how did you process it?
Yeah, as an Amazon employee, you think that the company's taking care of you because they offer all these amazing perks and they treat us like children in there. You know, they give us candy and T-shirts and pizza parties, you know, Amazon swag bucks. So we like Disneyland every day, and that's what unfortunately, that's how it is there. You go to Amazon, and I promise you, you never work at another warehouse that looks like a damn amusement park.
Right.
You know, the technology there is so innovative. You go to break rooms, you got massive TVs and arcade games and lounges. You know, it's not your average company. So when you're feeling amazed and, you know, just, I guess you could say appreciative that you're working in a place that has all these luxuries And perks, you don't think about the negativity. You don't hear about it. You don't go home and watch, you don't go home and watch podcasts, independent media. You don't go home and do these things. You're tired.
Right.
I tell you, I worked a 12-hour shift.
Wow.
My commute from New Jersey to Staten Island was 3.5 hours each way. So I had to go to sleep at, I had to get up for work at 2:00 in the afternoon just to leave work, to take an hour bus into the city, to take a train downtown, to take a ferry, to take another bus to the company and work 12 hours and then get off in the morning and do that commute again just to take a 2.5 hour, 3 hour nap and rinse and repeat. I didn't have time. I didn't have no life. And this was Thursday, Friday, Saturday night. I didn't have time to go to a party. I didn't have time to go to events. I was at work, slaving away for 12 hours. My days were 16-hour days. And that was my life. So I didn't have time to be out, in tune with anything when it came to unionizing our efforts.
Right.
And that's everybody on the graveyard yard, the graveyard of Amazon. They're not worried about that. They're trying to survive.
Right.
Like, get through the night. That's how it is. You're thinking about how I'm going to get through the next night.
Wow.